Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how I created this beautiful wood effect and a 3D mistletoe. I am using some of the products that I'm using in this video. I sell at the moment through my Facebook page, so if you guys are interested, I'm going to leave that link in the description box below, and I'm going to continue on explaining what I'm doing step by step. So first off, I literally had the color, and that color is called Milk Chocolate by Provocateur. It is absolutely an amazing color. It's got great coverage, and one coat did the trick for me. So yeah, I've got this stocked up on my Facebook selling page. The next bit that I did is I used my matte top coat from Aha, and it is literally no white matte top coat, and it's very velvety. And the reason I done this step is because I enjoy doing any artwork on matte surfaces rather than shiny, as I was trying on this new brush and I wasn't sure if it's going to be sort of okay on shiny top coat, because you know you can slide off a little bit faster than on a matte surface. Anyway, so here's me trying to sort of replicate a wooden effect, wood effect, by using a product from EMI. I do have the exact same color on my storefront, but I had the EMI gel right next to me, so I said, you know what, it's fine, it's lighter than the background and it's going to give a nice effect, so you know, I'll go ahead with this one because it is an amazing product as is as well. The lines that I'm doing here, they're not really straight, and I literally press on the brush in some areas while I pull off from the nail in some other areas to make it thicker and thinner, and also wiggle my hand a little bit because I don't want it all straight, as wooden, why do I keep saying wooden? The wood effect would not have that many straight lines. I'm not saying he doesn't have any, but not that many. Anyway, I will let you guys watch this, and I'm going to come back when I do the next step. Right, so I am almost coming to the end of this swirly, straight, curvy, weird looking lines and I'm coming in with my matte top coat again. Now, as I said, the previous matte top coat I didn't have to actually put it on, but I found it more useful for me. And as to the lines and the actual design, the wooden design, it's an option as to how many lines you actually create, or that would affect how many sort of things you're going to create on the nail. I decided to go with a full-on nail because I'm going to come in with some tree branches and of course with my 3D mistletoe as well. And over here I'm showing you the 3 different colors I chose. You don't necessarily have to use all 3. I really think that 2 of them would be enough. A darker and a lighter would be just fine. I showed you there a little bit about the brush I'm using. So the reason I'm using more painting brushes than gel brushes is because I wanted to find out how easy, or if it would work with my hand. You know, everybody's different. Some people can draw art with their eyes closed. Other people can draw using specific brushes. And so I tried to see if using an art brush for watercolors as a gel brush would be easier than the actual gel brush. Which, to be honest, I didn't find any, I don't know how to explain, not a lot of difference. It is still very well, and oh yeah, I did find a difference. I felt it was easier to draw extremely thin lines. Yeah, so that is the only difference I found. As to everything else, it was exactly the same. I could go thicker on where I wanted to, thinner on when I wanted to, so in different places. And this is what my sort of thought on that was. The benefit of this is that they are a lot cheaper, to be honest. I'm not I don't have absolutely any issues with buying like liner brushes and gel brushes whatsoever. Even if there are £15 or I don't know, $17 or something, or 20, or depends on the brand. I do have loads of them, I really do, because I love brushes of all sorts. So if something intrigues me, I will literally try my best to buy it, whether it's now or later. But I really thought of, why not look at the budget and try and work with something cheaper. And I believe that this was a set of 6 different brushes for about £6-7. I am going to add these brushes in the description box below if you are interested in purchasing. It is from Amazon, so yes, but the quality is absolutely amazing, and I don't know, I'm really happy with them. As I kept on going, I created my branches. And yes, so I cured the darkest green in the lamp for about 20 seconds, and then I came in with a middle green, middle light, a bit lighter than the dark one. Oh god, yeah, that's me trying to explain everything, which comes out really bad. Anyway, I cured that in the lamp as well for about 30 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds, just to keep it in place, and then I've come in with my lighter green, which now I'm looking at the screen, it looks more blue, but anyway. Right, so I am tapping off the excess because I thought that was a bit too much. Even though most of that branch will be covered with my mistletoe, I still didn't want that light green to pop out that much, because I was going to come in and create some beautiful sort of snow on the branches as well. But anywho, I will let you see this part and then we'll get on to the next.
Nothing I can do, I can never get to you. So I'm looking for a miracle. Like somebody be so beautiful, yeah. It's only a dream, it's how I feel.
Okay, so that is now cured, and I am coming in with a blob of, I'm going to show you very soon, which is this one, EMI Plasticine White, and I dipped it into this Jana Nails pigment, which is very green, but I've only dipped it, but I will show you in a minute. So this is already a blob already made, so I'm just going to create the leaf, and then while that cures in the lamp for a couple of seconds, I am showing you how I went about, mixing the plasticine with the powder and creating this blob. Anyway, so here you see me sort of moving my hand up with that not plastic, what is it God, where are my words? Yeah, with this tool that I'm using, I keep putting my hand on the left side of the screen, and the reason for that is I've got my cleanser on that side, and I don't know why I didn't bother to move to move it on my actual right side. But anyway, so what I do is every time I feel that the product is sticking onto my tool, I sort of put the tool in the cleanser, and then I continue sort of dabbing and creating my mistletoe branch, leaf, whatever it may be. It came out beautifully. Yeah. Alright, so now I've put it in the lamp, and now I'm going to show you what I do. So I grab a dotting tool, a dotting tool, and as you can see, I wet my hands with the cleanser and just roll it into a round blob. And then I get my pigment, I just dab it in, and then I get it back into my fingers and then roll it and sort of push it into my fingers a little bit, like squish it in and then roll it again. And that is it. That is all I do. I mean, what you can do, there are two different ways of doing this. I did not want a lot of green on it because I've already had the background, which was quite dark green, and I didn't want a lot of green on my mistletoe leaves. The reason for that is I thought it'd be a really nice contrast, and plus I'm going to come in with the white that represents sort of snow. So I thought that gave a really nice abstract to my design. But if you want to have it full on green, what you need to do is just put your plasticine on a little palette, throw some pigment on it, and then try and blend it using a spatula. I have done that before. You can check my other videos out where I show you a few of those procedures as well. Here's a little bit of a close-up where I am having a look as well to see if I like the angle and the shape. I cured it in the lamp, by the way. I'm not showing you the curing time, but I did cure it in the lamp for 60 seconds, and then I come in with a polygel. And because, well, one of my YouTube friends, Isms by Josie, you should check her out, she does amazing content. She told me that this would work perfect to keep my crystals in place, and I have done so on my own nails, and they have lasted over 3 weeks and 4 days. Anyway, as you see here, I am just wiggling them about to see which way would sort of suit the nail better. I look at it through different angles, and that is it. I cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds, and I'm coming in with my white from Nails. I will have this in my shop as well, by the way. And also the acrygels. I've got a ton of different acrygels which I'm going to put on soon. So if you want to keep an eye on, I suggest you check out my description where I'm going to add my business Facebook page. Anyway, going back to nails, I am almost finished. If you have resisted up to here, thank you so much for waiting and being patient and enjoying. I do hope you subscribe and you click that bell to be notified of when I do upload. I know I have had a break from YouTube for a little while because I have been trying to create something amazing, and don't want to do any spoilers just yet because it is something really hard and it takes a lot of time and patience and dedication, and I'm just waiting for my son to get back to his full-time nursery, and then I can continue with that and YouTube. And yes, but I did miss all of this, so I am back, and hopefully I can maintain the 1 day to 2 days a week video for you. So I am almost at the end. Please consider subscribing and commenting, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Wait for the result. Bye.
But there's nothing I can do. I can never get to you. So I'm looking for a miracle. Like if somebody be so beautiful.